Hey, what's up guys, Yeti here and welcome back to Yetihype. Yetihype Monthly. Am I right? Yeah, welcome back to the Yetihype Weekly. So I did one of these. I was like, hey, this new weekly update series. Then a week passed and I didn't do one. Then another week passed, I also didn't do one. Here we are, we're back to weekly, yay, we're gonna do these every week. There's not gonna be one next week either. So this is Yetihype Weekly. This is supposed to be my weekly update series. I missed a couple of weeks. Reason being, the second week, what would have been week 2 of Yetihype Weekly, was just I was really busy. I actually didn't get to record anything at all that weekend. I did that week's Siege videos and then just didn't have time to do anything else at all. So I didn't have time to do that. The following week, which was last week, I don't know, again, I think I was just busy because I was catching up from a week's worth of missed videos, so I just didn't quite get around to it. And then I was doing my Argonia discussion video, which if you missed, you should check out, link in the description. I mixed things up a bit on that one, but we'll talk about that in a minute. I actually usually those take about 20 minutes from me hitting record in Audacity to me hitting stop record in Audacity. Take about 20 minutes for the sort of 10 to 15 minute video, but this one I spent about 10 minutes on it and then just didn't like how it was going so far, the way I was talking, what I was talking about, so I scrapped it and restarted, and then it took about 35 minutes to do, or 30 minutes to do. So it took a way longer and it ate into my time, because that was essentially the last thing I recorded, and yeah, Weekly was going to be the last thing I was going to record on that day, but because the discussion ate into it a bit, I didn't have time. So I thought I'd make one this week to say that there won't be any next week, but then from the week after next week, i.e. the weekend of the 23rd, Sunday the 24th even, onwards, from that week onwards there'll be one every single week here on out. But yeah, this week it's been good. Sucks a bit that last week we lost 70 subs, so we dropped below 2k again, but I'm over it, I'm fine with it. We're on our way back up, we're at like 1981 now I think, so we're on our way back there, which is awesome. As far as content went this week, like I said, our most recent discussion video went up. It was on Argonia, aka Blackmarsh, so if you're interested in that, go and check that out. I tried it a little bit different this week. I realised that I've been a bit vague with the overviews on the past one. Not vague, I was going into like the main most important stuff and not going into much detail just because I didn't want to do that. That was how I was presenting the series. And then we talk like roughly the same on the overview, and the pros and cons are the same amount of length in the video. But I realised for a lot of the pros and cons I was saying very similar things. Argonia incidentally actually was saying different things for once, even though I start off the video saying, oh, we're doing less pros and cons because I keep saying the same thing, and then I go on to say completely different things from normal. But basically these are the pros and cons, on the video actually, these will be the pros and cons, these are the stories. The pros and cons I basically just shrunk it down a bit and made the overview much more detailed, so it's maybe more like this. So the overview will talk about the geography. I actually talk about the backstory and the lore a lot more, just because I realised that although that wasn't what the series is about, a lot of people were asking questions about that, a lot of people were asking for me to cover it a bit more, people were just dropping bits of lore in the comments just that I hadn't included. So I decided it makes more sense to me to include more lore and backstory about it and less of the pros and cons, although I do still talk about the pros and cons as much as I feel like necessary. I'm not just culling them for no reason, I'm just refining it and making it a bit more relevant and interesting. So if you are interested, go and check it out, there'll be a link in the description. So what has happened this week? We finally got our finalised format for Summit. We tried it basically where we talk for half an hour. We go in with either if there's a big news topic, or if there's not, we just give ourselves a discussion topic, and we talk about that for half an hour, and then after half an hour we transition over into a game, and then we play the game for an hour. I have chosen to, as uploads, split those up into two, so I'll be uploading the 30-minute talking section as a video, and then the hour-long game session as its own separate video, and they'll both go up together at the same time, still on Sunday on the channel. We're still streaming at the same time, same place, twitch.tv/Summit Podcast at 5 PM GM, 5 PM BST, 4 PM GMT, 9 AM PDT, midday Eastern, I think. You can check those out. It's 9 AM PDT basically, as well as 4 PM GMT. So that's what we're going to be doing, half an hour of talking. Last week we were speaking about the YouTubers which got us into YouTubing. This week we're going to be talking about Pokemon Go, although, like I say this week, this goes up on a Sunday, so you'll have already seen it. So the Summit will be up later today. We talk about Pokemon Go for half an hour. I believe we're going to be playing Gary's mod. We've had the discussion of what are we playing this week about 6 times. It's been like 3 or 4, but we still haven't yet come to a conclusion of what we're actually discussing. We're pretty good at this in the group chat, starting up a discussion and then never coming to any sort of conclusion to finish that up. So I don't know what we're playing. I think we're playing Garry's Mod though, so keep an eye out for that. And then, as usual, the funny moments as well will happen. Those will probably be happening on Tuesday. That's when those will happen, Monday or Tuesday. They'll alternate. It depends on when I get them edited and thumbnailed up and ready to go. But yes, that's what's happening with Summit. 30 minutes of talking, an hour of game, and then a couple days later you'll get the funny moments from the game coming out as well. Another thing I wanted to talk about, which is quite important, I realise I'm way off in the frame here. Also, someone actually fucking called me out on my framing. Like a college friend was like, yo, you do fucking TV and film, why is your framing shit? Really? My framing. Is that better? I can be up at the top of the frame. There we go. Good framing. That's how you frame. Your head's supposed to be at the top. Not important. What was I saying? Shit. Yeah, next week, I am actually at a concert on Saturday, and so I'm just not coming to Ada's next weekend because it's a bit of a faff. So I'm actually going to see Hobson live, which is going to be fucking awesome. I'm really excited for that. But it means I won't be doing the summit, and it also means I won't be recording that week. There's going to be enough. Like, it's not like there's going to be no videos. Skyrim, Siege, Salt and Sanctuary is all going to carry on. It just means there won't be many edited videos. I'm going to try and have a video not this week, but next week on Hammerfell. So my next location discussion. And I'll try and get some other sort of discussion out there. I'm going to try and get a Siege discussion. I've also got a CSGO, my first couple games on CSGO to edit, and that'll be like an edited video. So there'll be some edited videos, but yeah. So that's going to be, basically, I'm just saying I won't be on Summit next week. Which also means there won't be an edited version the following week. There'll be the funny moments this week, but not the week after, unfortunately. However, Ginger Ninja is hopefully going to be joining Will and Josh. The show's still happening. Will and Josh will still be streaming. The plan currently is to get Ginger Ninja, who is another YouTuber, who will also link in the description, as well as Will and Josh, to get him to join in and play some culling with them. So it'll still be those three guys. Ginger Ninja's pretty awesome. You should check him out. He's a pretty cool dude. It's unfortunate though I'll be missing out on playing with him. Hopefully we can remedy that at some point, but we'll see what happens. He seems a pretty nice dude. I haven't spoken to him personally, but Will and Josh say he's pretty sweet, and I trust their guy's judgment. And his videos seem pretty good as well. He's a PokeTuber, so if you're into Pokemon, check him out. He'll be playing the culling with them. Hopefully, it's not fully confirmed, but that is the hopes anyway. But yeah. So we're going to be finishing up Gods Will Be Watching this week as well, hopefully with, or next week. I'm pre-recording it, so I'm just going to basically record, not pre-recording, but I'm post-commentating it, so I'm basically going to record all of the gameplay and then I'll commentate over it. And I'm going to take everything that's left and split it into 2 episodes, and then there'll be 2 more episodes, and then the Gods Will Be Watching will be finished. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it for this week, update-wise. So no Summit next week from me. Edited videos are still happening though, there'll still be stuff that'll just be a little bit lackluster. I'm 3 weeks away from summer, so basically, wait, I'm 2 weeks away from summer. Holy shit, it's only 2 weeks away from summer. So I'm not recording next week, but in 2 weeks, when I get back to recording, it will then be summer. So at that point, my Morrowind stream series will be starting up. I will talk about that a bit more in the next Yetihype Weekly. I'll go into way more detail about summer, because I'm going to be making way more discussion videos, just because they take a lot of time, right? And I don't have time to make a few in one go is my problem, but because it'll be summer I'll have way more time to make them. So basically, yeah, a couple more weeks there'll be more of those. I'll also be going into more detail launching my new channel, Yetiness, which will also be linked in the description. There should be a video going up on that later this week as well, actually, to be fair, but I didn't want to talk about it yet because it's not fully launched. So basically, maybe a little lackluster the next couple of weeks. However, in 2 weeks time summer starts, and then things are going to like hugely boost up. I'm going to try and get Salt and Sanctuary cleared up pretty soon into the first bit of summer. I'm also going to have Gods Will Be Watching, it'll be done by then. But yeah, so, comments of the week. What's going on here? Let's have a little look. I remember Framzin. I'll get him up and then I'll have a look at the rest of them. So, first comment of the week, Framzin. A bit of a lengthy comment, really awesome. I just came from your Borderlands TPS low-level farm guide. I was looking through your videos and I'm quite impressed that you upload consistently. A lot of enthusiasm. Keep up the good work. Saying that I'll eventually glow, and he say I make awesome videos as well. So that was a really awesome comment from Framzim. I really appreciate that. It was on a Salt and Sanctuary video as well, which don't usually get that much love, the Salt and Sanctuary videos. So I'm super grateful for that comment. I'm getting an advert on my own video, which is a little bit sketchy. Yeah, so super grateful for that comment from Framzin. But yeah, that's really awesome. It's really awesome to know that people are appreciating that as well, especially since he came from a Borderlands low-level farm. I know exactly which video he was talking about. It has like 5k views, which is weird. I didn't even realise it had so many views until the other day when I was doing some copyright stuff. There was a channel which I'm going to try and talk about on Summit a bit more, see, you know, just as some conversational fodder. There was a channel which had like downloaded and re-uploaded a bunch of my videos and changed them around a bit, and one of them was that video. So whilst I was doing copyright claims on it, I had to find my original video, and it was like 5k views, and I was like, I didn't even realize that that video was at 5k views, which is insane. But well, actually, that cast a massive shadow on my face. It's actually way better with the light off. Yeah, lighting 101, awesome. Yeah, so it's awesome because that video was so old that there wasn't very much enthusiasm in that video. The quality wasn't great audio-wise, a bit lackluster. So it's awesome that he actually saw that and still came onto my channel and actually found the rest of it and left that awesome comment. It was a really good comment, especially because it was left like nighttime, so I was asleep. It was like 3 a.m. or something my time. So it's good to wake up to an awesome comment, so thank you, Framsin, for that. Forest Sage, or I think maybe it's supposed to be Forest Sage, left a comment on my Dishonored 2 theory video, which if you haven't seen, you should check out. That video actually did way better than I expected. It's currently on 615 views, 20 likes, and like 10 to 20 comments, somewhere in the realm of there. So that did really good. I was not expecting it to do that well, but yeah, my Dishonored theory video, he left a comment basically talking about... he said another point in one of the trailers, Emily's putting on a ring, which you can see is the same design that Corvo is wearing, and then he goes on to talk about that. I've had a few other comments as well on that video, so thank you to Forest Sage and also Jack98671. Also mentioned that Corvo and Emily will be talking to each other at the start of each missions. I actually didn't know that was going to be a thing, so it was good of him to point that out. I know that now, so yeah, thank you to Jack and thank you to Forest Sage for raising up points that hadn't already been raised and giving me a bit of information there as well. The Fool on my Taking a Gander at Shopkeep video, he left a comment saying, honestly, I bought it a while back, played it for half an hour, got bored and then refunded. So he left some feedback on the video is good because they don't usually tend to get a lot of feedback, which sucks because I'm really trying to grow that series out. I know I haven't been very consistent with it, but oh, I should have mentioned that actually. Yeah, Taking a Gander, I'm going to be more consistent with those. But yeah, he basically mentioned that, and that was the first video basically in the whole series where I'd probably said more negative things than positive. I wasn't just sat there ripping into the game. I was saying, you know, the good stuff, but I was sort of giving it its due diligence, giving an overview, and most of what I was talking about, I was speaking the truth, and I tried to be nice with it, but yeah, so it was nice to know that someone actually agreed with me, and because I felt bad because I was saying a bunch of bad stuff, and I was like, the game isn't that bad, it's good, right? But here's why it could do with some work. And you can watch the video if you want to see my opinions on Shopkeep. But yeah, it was good that he agreed with me. Good to see the comment on that video. As I said, they don't tend to get as much comments as the rest of them, but also good to see that he actually agreed with me. It made me feel better about myself that I wasn't the only one who felt like that. Then lastly, we got a comment from Lingering Trees saying, basically clearing something up. There was a lot of confusion on my video I made a while ago where I was posing the Argonia leak, saying that, oh, Argonia might be real, and I was like, no, not the leak, sorry, it was Bethesda patented the word Argonia, and I was talking about that, and I was saying about how it probably means nothing really, but I thought I'd mention it. That got like 3.5k views, 60 likes, that did really well as well, but there were a lot of people complaining because it was Argonia. A lot of people don't actually realise that Argonia is the actual name for it, for the area at least, even if not necessarily the province, and a lot of people don't know the history about that, so it was awesome that Lingering Trees dropped a comment clearing that up a little bit. A few other people also tried to clear that up, including myself, but yeah, I feel like that's what a lot of people don't know. In my Argonia discussion video, the first thing I talk about is the name and the story behind it and why it's Black Marsh now, but why Argonia is still relevant. But yeah, thank you to Lingering Trees for leaving a little bit of a comment. He actually does a quote from the Pocket Guide to the Empire. So he actually quotes some lore in the game as well, so that was awesome of him to help clear that up. But yeah, that is going to do for this week's episode of Yetihype Weekly. Thank you for all the comments this week and all the people who didn't include. This isn't me saying these are every single comment I've had this week. This is just me saying, pointing out specific ones and saying thank you to specific people. So yeah, not to speak any less of other comments which I didn't include. I don't know, I don't want to sit here reading all the comments because then I feel like it gets a bit redundant, but I want to give due diligence, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I basically don't want anyone to feel left out, so thank you to everyone, and yeah, keep on commenting, you maybe in it next week, but thank you for all the support, and I went way over 10 minutes, even though I was going to try not to. Anyway, thank you for watching. This has been Yetihype Weekly, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks time, and then from there on out it'll be weekly. Hope you guys have a great couple of weeks, and I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. Follow me on Twitter. Peace. I don't know why that just came out. I just threw that out in the end there. Peace, guys.
Merge to make a surge in an earthquake, an urgent pace, berserking in certain space, certain time of work to alert the faker. Come with your death clock like murder face. Sure to wait on purpose, secure your wake. So brace yourself, cause you earned your place. I'm a bird of prey, learn to pray before I rip out your vertebrae.